Atlas Tycoon to EMV Share. You have clearance for final approach. EMV Share. You have been assigned to Tycoon Docking Bay. Welcome on board, passengers.
Good evening, campers, and welcome back to Ixion. I'm Commander Exorcist, and this is Chapter 3, Episode 2. And in our last episode, boy, we had a lot happen. We started investigating this system, the ruins of the Edamanaki, and we discovered that the ship was attacked by another ship that stole the coordinates to the exoplanet Remus. And in order to get to the Remus, or to get anywhere at this point, we've got a lot that we've got to do here. We've got to unlock 2 additional sectors in the Tycoon, as well as activate, not just collect, but activate 2,000 cryonic pods. And we've got to store some ice, a couple other things. So we have a lot to do. So it looks like the game at this point is taking on less of the exploration mission type stuff that we've been working on, and is really honing in on the city builder aspect for the next little bit. So for the next few episodes, you can probably count on us doing a lot of the micromanagement stuff here on the city level. I'm waiting on the hull integrity to recover, and then we're gonna build. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna build some solar panel sets. So we've got to work on our power generation. We are so underpowered. We just do not have enough to do anything. But one of our ships has arrived at this industrial work zone. So what do we got here? Industrial zone. It's intriguing. In addition to general debris and bodies that float everywhere, there are large piles of previously molten metals that have solidified when the area was exposed to the vacuum of space. The zone has been ripped open and much of the interior appears to have been blown away. Structural tear extends into a storage area full of suspended yellow particles. Let's start with the industrial zone, exploring that. So we moved the Tycoon. So when we got into the system, we had visited, or we were here in the destroyed command center, but we have moved the Tycoon over here to Crook P38 because this is a freaking, this whole location is just filled with floating bodies, and it was ruining our morale. It really was. So let's whoa, something interesting there. And then these, okay, so these are already, that's why it didn't pop up. These are already exposed. So we've got a lot to explore. Let's make sure that we're researching. We should always be researching something. Nuclear power plant. Huh.
Assigned ship team has completed a task.
Health center. Hall temple. Oh yeah, so we have a new faction, the Cult of the Hull. They worship the Tycoon.
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
Oh my god, why would you worship this thing? It's always on the verge of falling apart. Alright, so that's not one we repair. Let's see what the science team found. Industrial zone itself is devastated. Both factory machinery and crews were covered, flying molten metal as depressurization occurred. Metal solidified grisly monuments were created. Sometimes all that remains of a body is a cracked metal shell. Cryopods found in this area have either been covered by steel or compromised. Our team was able to gather some information about the production methods. So let's check out the storage area, which has the floating yellow particles. And continuing to do probing. Plenty of water and ice. There's a few. There's something over here, isn't there? That's close. There we go. Yeah, this whole system is covered in like this giant freaking storm cloud. Fortunately, there are plenty of resources for us to mine, at least at the moment. I'm waiting on our science ship to do its thing. Let's see here. Population. Oh, so we've got room to build one more of these, don't we? Let's build one more of those. So we're gonna need. I know the cell housing is not the best, but it's the best option. So we've got to bring 2,000 people on board this thing. So we're going to need the equivalent of about 15 of these cell housings along the wall, or a bunch of just, residential areas. We also need food production. I really wish there was an option to move these buildings, but it kind of feels at this point like the city building aspect of this game is not really the focus. So, there's not a lot of option as far as the city building stuff that we're kind of used to. Storage area seems to have been a battleground for a large, violent clash. Workers attempted to repel an invader using small firearms and improvised weaponry, apart from cutting marks across the bodies and contain no evidence that identifies the invaders. So 188. Let's look for the source of the yellow particles. Yep. Oh, wait. I just... That's a spot we've already examined. Oh, God. So we've got 168 over there, 438 there, and I mean, hopefully there's 2,000 spread out across the system. Cell housing is going up, but yeah, I mean, there's that's a lot of people.
Probe has completed its scan.
Yeah, just found extra ferrite out there. Alright. Crook P51. So when we do open our new sector, we're going to have to be very careful with it. Alright, the Exo Fighting Dome has been unlocked. Any other options? Yeah. I'm going to research. Tell them what they want to hear so that we can research the...
A science ship team has completed a task.
Is there no active tech lab? Oh, they're purging. They're purging our waste. That's fine. Let's see what happened over here. The team followed the trail of yellow particles of the vacuum to another section. Appears to have at least been partially spared from the destruction. Particles come from the crushed and damaged flowers of yellow squash. Okay. perceived enemies of humanity, Dolos, Ashtagites. Against the cynicism that kills hope, against the madness which precipitates hell, to perpetuate the genius of humanity and the memory of our life on Earth. Ooh. Let's open the time capsule. I'm sure it doesn't have some, deadly disease waiting on us. And so let's go back here. So what do we need to open a new? Resources are required. Yeah. So we've got an exo 450 to build that thing. Holy crap. I don't think we have any room over here.
Ship team has completed a task.
Oh, well, we could tear that down. We could tear that road down. Let's actually do that. Oh, we got cell housing in Sector 1 now. Okay. Nice. Hopefully nobody died over here. Toys and everyday items. Some objects were of unknown purpose. Packet of newspaper clippings. Revealed some of what happened after the Tycoon entered self-sim. Oh! There was a total collapse of Earth's ecosystems accelerated by the moon's destruction. In response, the United Nations installed a totalitarian government of planetary surveillance to protect the population from eco-terrorists and a continuous wave of pandemics. They prioritized corporate practices that supported the environment and its preservation. Individual responsibility seems to have become paramount. Numerous legal ramifications were implemented. In this time of crisis and guided by the government, society seems to have turned on politicians, extremists, immigrants, and conspiracy theorists. One after another, they portrayed them as possible scapegoats, holding them responsible for 250 years of industrialization, market disruption, superficial societal practice, moral decay, and hyperconsumerism. The Edamanaki was to be a great arc, a global project that would save humanity. Only those deemed well-behaved in the eyes of the government would be allowed on board. Yeah. That doesn't sound fascist at all, does it? Whoa. That thing is expanding. It's moving. Whoa, that's crazy. I'm not sure. Is that thing gonna hurt us? It's pretty close to the Tycoon at this point. Let's take a moment and build some solar panels. These first set. Okay, yeah, so there's the second set. These first set are really hard to see. But as they get bigger... Let's go ahead and build that second one too, while we've got the resources. We're about to hit 1,000 cycles aboard the Tycoon. We're at 947. Okay. So we've got 168 available. How much do we need here? 45 and 1 electronic. Okay, so we've reached our current cap. So we need 2 electronics here.
Warning. A sector is being overworked.
Is it?
An accident has occurred in the typhoon.
Now what? So we're going to... Let's get some people. Let's start thawing out some people so that we can get them to work. And we're going to need one of these people, one of these ships to start bringing back pods. Because thawing out our brethren will allow us to start moving more workers. Especially in Sector 2, where we're just kind of skating by. Turn this one on. Alright, we should be able to leave. Can I pause this? I can't even pause this, so I've got to turn it on and off. Kind of like the cryo setup over here. Anything fit over there? Ooh. With room for oh, not those though. Okay. What about food? Crop farm put over there? Well, yes, they will. Huh. Kind of hard to see in some of these places, but that might actually be worth working on. We've got an insect farm there. In theory, I could put down 1 or 2 crop farms, but I'd have to tear down this building here, which is okay if we need to. Got a lot of opportunities for people here. How is our... Start a migration here. Hopefully that will... Yeah, there's 600. Yeah, so 320 and 325. Hopefully we'll get some more workers over here, reduce the sense of overwork.
Population transfer complete.
Okay, so now they got extra hours. That's good. Any more options for silicon and ferrite. Go with cryopods and ferrite. Yeah, let's do that. Let's expand our manufacturing capabilities, and then cool. So let's work on our roads a little bit here.
Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
What is that? The animosity between former crew members of the protagonist is becoming a problem. Accommodating survivors in the Tycoon threatens the stability. Crap, that sucks. Let's see if we can switch them out.
Warning. A sector is being overworked.
Yeah, everyone's gonna be upset at this.
An accident has occurred.
Oh my
in the
god.
Tycoon.
Now we've got a bunch of accidents, a bunch of people mad at us, hull integrity is falling.
Population transfer
Okay.
complete.
How are they being overworked? Oh. How many do you guys need? So they've got just enough. Send 20 non-workers over here. Put them to work. I mean, you can't be a non-worker aboard this ship. It should be illegal. Like, I would space you if you were a quote-unquote non-worker. Let's turn off the cryo center for now until we get some more pods.
Population transfer complete.
$180 non-workers. It's just wrong. I feel like there should be a punishment for that. Mushroom wall. Oh, cool. Crop farm, that's cool. Yeah. So improve our food production. So we've unlocked 42 of the 2,000 pods that we need. Let's do this. Let's place. Let's start bringing those pods. Because what we need to start doing, we need to unlock Sector 3. As much as I hate it, it needs to be unlocked. Do we have the capability to build the next one? Yes, we do. Let's build the next set of solar panels.
Accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
Oh boy, always something. Infirmary. these are the ones I've got to repair. Sector 2 is looking a little better. Made a few changes to the layout. Alright. Now our new solar panels going up. You can see it there on the side by the Tycoon name. Come on. These things get so expensive over time. All right. The next one's going to be a little more expensive. We have to wait on our all of our production. Now over here, we need 80. So we've got the resources that we need to open the next part. I'd like to have 40. I'd like to have 40 crew. I don't know though. I don't know if I should just transfer like 40 non-workers and stick them in that sector. Get them a little bit closer to what they need. What do these cryo places cost? Oh wow, they're a little expensive. Yeah, so we don't need another one. We may build another one in Sector 3 once we've got the sector
transfer complete.
up and running. So that we can kind of offset some of this stuff. Oh, we got 30. Okay. So let's go ahead and start unfreezing people. 30's good. That'll be 30 folks that we can throw over here in Sector 2. And then we need 40 more for us to get Sector 3 unlocked. We won't unlock Sector 3 in this episode, but we most likely will unlock Sector 3 in the next episode. Because, you know, it's these games, these city builder games and you know, resource management games, it's compounding. It's like a compounding interest thing. As you open more sectors and as you consume more resources, you're also able to you know, take on more resources. Oh, yikes! Didn't know we were standing by.
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
Let's get our science ships out there. So, the probe has detected a signal originating from a chain of mountains. This is a light bulb crew. We're currently in orbit P38. Planet possesses a highly corrosive atmosphere. We do know the signal is transmitting from beneath a mountain. We could focus on analyzing material samples in order to improve our understanding. I'll see what's under the mountain. This would be interesting. I'm just worried that everything around here wants us dead, so we may not survive it. Oh, there's a nice ferrite deposit over there. Can't believe how much ferrite we have, how much iron we have, how we went from just nothing, you know. Ooh, stockpiles can store 10% more resources. Yes, please. More solar panels. Oh, and then we'll focus on solar panels next. Let's do some upgrades. Oh my god. So we've got...
A science ship has arrived
what's
at
out
its
there.
destination.
Oh, yeah. So let's start this one. We've landed on P-42. The planet is bathed in toxic yellow haze, which reduces visibility. First measurements have recorded trace amounts of oxygen. We noted the presence of a few species of bacteria on the shores of Mata, one of P-42's cyanide oceans. Nah, man, we don't have time for we don't have time for any of this crap.
A probe has completed its scan.
I really think that we have time to be exploring those planets. Oh, so then speaking of time, that is going to be all for today, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with me. So we got quite a bit done. We've done a little bit of reorganization for the different sectors. Sector 2 is exploding, almost done completely. And then we've started unfreezing bodies. We've only done 56 out of the 2,000, but that's because we haven't brought many to the Tycoon. We're just now starting to bring more pods to the ship. And once we unlock Sector 3, we'll definitely be able to start bringing more and throwing more workers at the ship. We're currently at 723 of our population. And yeah, we're on our way. Most of our technology that we need is researched. We just need to, get things done, finish out the little objectives that we have up here in the corner, and we will be ready to move on. Thanks everybody for hanging out with me tonight. I'm Commander Exorcist. Take care, fly safe, and I will see you out there. Good night, everybody.